This is the civilization for NLL. Hello, I am Kjotleik, welcome back to the NLL. This is the game between Peter and Huayna Capac in the first division. Peter had a very good opening game. He got 1 point from his game against Pakal II. It was an impressive start. Now he's up against an injured animal in Huayna Capac that lost his opening game and is down at 15th with 0 points. Can Peter impress again, or will Huayna Capac get his first win of the season? That's what we are going to find out. Let's take a look at the starting positions. Resource bubbles on, and we see Peter here. Dice, bananas, pigs, and over here we have some rice. We see that they are both on the starting continent in the middle of the map here. It's a rather smallish continent with a few islands on top. There is one big continent to the east and the north. There is another smaller continent straight south of the starting position of Peter. Also, there is a southwestern and a northwestern small continent with some islands up here. They are not going to have too much land before astronomy. It could lead to early conflict. Let's see, there is a lot of good green land over at Peter's at the very least. Let's see what Huayna Capac has if we click on here. He's got 2 stones, he got rice, he's got coal, there are pigs here and spices, and also some lands to fill in. More green over at Peter's though, so it's going to be interesting to see how the 2 leaders fare in this game. Let's go straight ahead and start it up, and off we go. Peter versus Huayna Capac. Peter with 1 point, Huayna Capac with 0, as we said. Huayna Capac with Buddhism. Peter first to 2 cities, Huayna Capac follows up. Peter is going both north and west. Huayna Capac is expanding both east and west as well. Peter now 4 cities to 4 Huayna Capac cities as well. They are pretty even in expansion right now, but Peter with 2 quick cities there, and he goes to the continent down south. We are in the ADs. I didn't quite catch the 1 AD city count, but right now Peter with 7, Huayna Capac with 6. Peter has found his way down to that continent, smallish continent connected to the Antarctic here, so he has more room to expand. 7 cities each at the moment, 8 Russian cities right now. I think that Huayna Capac is probably going to get maybe 1 or 2 cities more before he needs astronomy, but Peter is already up to 9 cities, going for metal casting. Huayna Capac gets some music and philosophy and stuff. Now Peter goes for code of laws and alphabet next. 9 cities for Peter, 8 for Huayna Capac. Huayna Capac is cautious, so this could go either way. Peter is in Judaism, going for machinery now. We are at almost turn 200. We have 5 turns left for that. Peter with 10 cities, Huayna Capac with 8, and we have a war, by the way. There is a war. Huayna Capac is down to 7 cities. Peter with 11, Huayna Capac is down to 7. So Peter is 1.5 times as strong as Huayna Capac at the moment, going for feudalism. Huayna Capac finishes banking, goes for paper. 11 cities to 7. Peter has captured the Judaism holy city, I think. Civil service is next, while Huayna Capac is now trying to go for nationalism. Peter is going optics, compass optics, 11 cities to 7, and we have a peace treaty. We do have a peace treaty signed, and Peter is now looking at astronomy in 27 turns, or maybe a little bit faster, 16, 17. Huayna Capac is going for education. 10 cities Peter, 8 cities Huayna Capac. Will there be another early declaration of war to follow up the first war? Peter now has astronomy, by the way. He can expand into the new world, and he does. He founds a city in the northeastern continent, and also on that island all the way in the west. So Peter is expanding and also taking a city on the south southwestern, 2 cities actually on the southwestern continent, and Peter is up to 16 cities versus Huayna Capac's 8, and Peter is expanding very, very well with 17 cities to 8, and Huayna Capac is now suddenly pleased. Huayna Capac gets gunpowder and going for chemistry. Peter is going for nationalism. 18 cities, and Peter is expanding. Huayna Capac is also trying to expand, but Peter has the advantage here. 18 cities to 8. That is a huge advantage for the Russian leader. Going constitution now. Huayna Capac is not that good. Peter is 1.5 times as strong as Huayna Capac, by the way. Huayna Capac going for physics. Huayna Capac is up to 10 cities. He has built 2 cities up in that smallish continent, up in the west and the northwest, and also 1 in the southwestern continent. So he's competing with Peter down at that continent, but Peter has the advantage. 19 cities to 12. Printing press, scientific method next for Peter. Huayna Capac gets his communism in order, going for steel now. Huayna Capac, that's a danger as well. But physics for Peter, 20 cities to 14. We are at turn 331, 332 now. Huayna Capac has a golden age. And he goes for rifling. Huayna Capac goes for rifling. Peter is going for the military tradition. I doubt we will see Diplo in here anyway, but who knows. There we have 22 to 17 in the city count. They are still in the expansion phase a little bit here. Peter now going gunpowder. Huayna Capac is going railroads, and Peter is down to 1.1. The strength of Huayna Capac. It looks like Huayna Capac may be building up for war here. But Peter goes rifling as well, so he's going to get that at least. He's got rifling. 24 to 19 is the city count. Building another one there, 26 to 19. And Peter down to 1.0, the strength of Huayna Capac. Clearly Huayna Capac is building units now, because Peter had 1.4, 1.5 or something. Now it's down to 1.0, 1.1. Huayna Capac is going for combustion. Peter is going for steam power. Turn 368. 27 to 20 cities. It is not a decisive advantage, but Peter may have begun building cities as well, because now he's suddenly up to 1.2 times the strength of Huayna Capac again. 16 turns away from steel. Huayna Capac does get steam combustion now, going for assembly line, but Peter is building units, and he is also going for steel at the moment, and there are privateers out there. Huayna Capac built Kremlin, I believe, but now it is a next war going on. 28 cities to 20, and let's see what this war can bring about. 28 to 20, Peter is going for railroads. Huayna Capac for assembly line. 28 to 20 cities, and we are in the middle of the war. We are almost turned 390. Still 28 to 20 in city count, going for combustion. Huayna Capac is going for the fascism. Peter is up to 1.4 times the strength of Huayna Capac. Again, he was that earlier, but then he dropped down, and now he drops a little bit down. Maybe he lost a few units in war, but getting it on. Electricity is on the tech path. Still 28 to 20, almost up to turn 400 now. He's in a golden age, by the way, Peter. And 1.5 times the strength of Huayna Capac. He's building more units, or Huayna Capac is losing more units, depending. We are in the last 100 turns, by the way. Peter is looking for a domination victory now, I think. 28 to 20 cities, but he needs to start taking cities if that is to happen. Radio in 2 turns. Huayna Capac. Has Huayna Capac stopped teching? Is Huayna Capac trying to... He can either be upgrading his units to modern unit types, or he can try to go for a cultural victory here, Huayna Capac. That could be what he is trying to do. We have 88 turns left, turn 412. Peter is clearly going the military route, getting artillery, going for rocketry. Huayna Capac seems to have stopped teching. He's down to 19 cities, by the way, 29 to 19. Huayna Capac has lost another city, and Peter is on the offensive here, 29 to 19. We have our turn for 17. Peter going for rocketry. He's trying to win domination now. Clearly Huayna Capac, I think, is going for culture. I believe Huayna Capac is trying to go for a cultural victory now. 29 to 19 is the city count. Peter What are you doing next? Going for assembly line now? I think Huayna Capac already has assembly line, if I remember correctly. 29 to 19 in the city counts. Turn 4, 25. But Huayna Capac, he must be trying to go for culture. And Peter is going for industrialism, and he is twice as strong as Huayna Capac now. I think that Huayna Capac's cultural attempt is... well, he's down to 18 cities though. And Peter with 2.3 times the strength. Huayna Capac down to 18 cities, and I think his cultural attempt may be a losing proposition from the Incan leader. I think that Peter should be able to get quickly over here now if he focuses all his attention in the old world and takes the cities that Huayna Capac has in the starting continent. We'll see if that happens, or if he takes cities in other places first. That could be the thing that saves Huayna Capac, but we are at turn 4, 3, 4, and 17 cities left for the Incan leader now. Peter is on the offensive, 17 cities left for Huayna Capac now. And there we have the peace. We have the peace, which is only going to help Huayna Capac. It's not going to help Peter at all. 16 cities left for Huayna Capac and 10 turns of peace. Peter with 2.5 times the strength, and Peter has a revolution going in for hereditary rule, and he's doing the plastics, but he's upgrading units, most probably because he's going for the gold. Yes, he is. I think he is. With 16 cities left for Huayna Capac now. Huayna Capac is trying to go for electricity, but it seems to be taking really slow. Of course, we cannot see the slider of Huayna Capac, we can only see the slider of Peter, and Peter is going for plastics. 32 cities to 16 for Huayna Capac, and we are just waiting for that peace treaty to be over so that we can see the next war. Peter must attack. We have only 50 turns left, and there is the next declaration of war, and now Peter needs to take those cities. For real, he needs to be quick about it. There's only 50 turns left. If he wants to reach domination, he needs to be quick about this and at least take the cities on the old starting continent. 15 cities left for Huayna Capac. He lost another one. Getting electricity into 14 cities left for Huayna Capac. Peter is gearing up. He is taking cities a little bit faster now, but Huayna Capac has started attacking towards industrialism, but that is probably too late. He is very late, by the way. He is not taking fast. I think he's still going for that cultural victory. Probability 13 cities left for Huayna Capac. Yes, he is losing it now. He has been broken, I think that Peter has this, but will he take enough cities fast enough? Huayna Capac is down to 13 cities, and Peter is trying his very best. 42 turns left, turn 4, 5, 8. 13 cities left for Huayna Capac. Peter has 3.7 times the strength. It's only a matter of time, but does Peter have enough time? 40 turns left, 13 cities left for Huayna Capac. Peter going for the domination victory. Will he get there in time? 38 turns left now. Peter, 35 cities, Huayna Capac 13. And it looks like Huayna Capac, well, 35 turns left, that's a long time. 12 cities now, he lost another one. Peter has taken cities on the new continent in the southwest, but he has not taken that many cities on the starting continent, and it's on the starting continent that Huayna Capac has his cultural attempt cities, but there another one fell on the starting continent. 11 cities left for Huayna Capac. Peter has 4.7 times the strength, but with less than 30 turns left, he need to take more cities, and 11 cities left for Huayna Capac. Can he hold on for 28 more turns? Peter going for the domination now. Clearly, he must be fast, he must be quick about it now. 37 to 11. Can he make it? Can he make it? Huayna Capac with 11 cities, and he is taking cities on the old continent, so he's probably stopping Huayna Capac's cultural attempt at the very least. Let's see if that is the case. 37 to 11, but it's only 23 turns left, so Peter, you need to be faster now. You need to take those cities on the starting continent, and you need to grab them fast. 21 turns left. Are you going to run out of time, Peter? Are you going to run out of time? 20 turns left. 20 turns. And Huayna Capac with 12 cities now. 12 cities for Huayna Capac. Down to 11 again. Down to 11 again. Huayna Capac is getting industrialism, but he does have his 11 cities. Can he defend himself the last 18 turns? Will he be able to defend himself to a point? Peter, you must do your thing now. You cannot wait any longer. You have 16 turns to get enough land to get over the domination threshold. 11 cities left for Huayna Capac. And Huayna Capac, he is desperately trying to defend himself, but 10 cities left now for Huayna Capac. 10 cities, and there it is. Peter has done it. He has defeated Huayna Capac, and he has impressed everybody in the beginning of this game. Not only did he grab 1 point against Pakal, but he has also grabbed a victory against Huayna Capac. And Peter, surely Peter, you must be considered among those that have impressed the most of the first 2 rounds. Turn 487, domination victory in 2067. Congratulations, Peter. And poor Huayna Capac has lost again. Let's take a look at the replay before we get to the statistics. Peter won domination after having been in 3 wars. Peter declared 2 of them, but he won all 3 of them, which means that Huayna Capac actually lost the 1 war that he declared. So congratulations to Peter, a true warlord, winning everything when he fights and winning domination in the end. Let's go and take a look at the statistics. Here we have the graphs. It was pretty even in score. Peter drew a little bit ahead, but it wasn't until the 1950s, 60s that the gap opened up. GNP, Huayna Capac had the advantage all the way until the wars started and then Peter took over. Manufacturing, yeah, even until Peter took over. Food, Peter had the advantage from around 1700, 1750 or something like that. Power, they were actually even in power here, around 1940, and then Peter just skyrocketed away. Culture, it was Huayna Capac that tried his cultural thing, but then he started losing his important cities, so he lost that one. Espionage, Peter is number 1. Let's go to the demographics. Peter's values here, Huayna Capac's values here. Soldiers, 7.3 million versus 1 million here. And 38.4 million in population versus 3.5 million for Huayna Capac. The wonders and the top cities, let's go to the bottom to see the BC wonders first. Stonehenge, Great Wall and the Mahabodhi, 3 BC wonders, and the rest in the ADs. Let's go to the top. Peter has city number 1. Huayna Capac is actually in on the 2nd place with Huamanga, but from 3 and down to 6 it's all Peter. Statistics. Peter built 28 cities. He didn't found a single religion, but he did get 2 golden ages, currently 77 windmills, 52 workshops and 43 towns. He built 31 granaries, 30 barracks and 29 lighthouses. We see down to 5 Jewish temples there. Let's go page down. And here are the wonders starting: Hollywood, Sistine Chapel, Hagia Sophia, Taj Mahal, important one. Broadway is here, Rock and Roll, Eiffel Tower, Pyramids, Hanging Gardens. Page down, Shwedampaya, and he also built the Moai statues. Go to the top and see his current units at the moment. Peter has 84 infantries, 39 marines, 36 workers, and all the way down to a great engineer that he hasn't used for anything yet. Built 87 Cossacks, 60 longbowmen, 40 marines, down to 8 spearmen, and page down. He built all the way down to a maceman and a paratrooper, page down. He got a great prophet, and he built a cuirassier. You killed in the wars 81 infantry, 33 ironclads, 23 frigates, and we see all the way down to a Buddhist missionary, but was that the last one? Page down. Yeah, that was the last one he killed. Yes, it was top. And you lost 56 Cossacks, 21 frigates, 13 riflemen and 13 artillery. And you lost an archer. Did you lose more? Page down. Yeah, you lost a destroyer and a marine. Okay, that was Peter. Let's go to Huayna Capac. 20 cities built, 7 religions, 2 golden ages, currently 18 lumber mills, 13 windmills and 6 forest preserves. You built in your cities 20 lighthouses, 20 terraces, and we see down to... You built the Moai statues twice. Okay. Page down. Angkor Wat, Stonehenge, Great Library, Great Lighthouse, Colossus, University of Sankor, Statue of Zeus, Mausoleum of Mausolus is important. And all the way down to Apostolic Palace, and you have a castle there, page down. The Oracle, Kremlin, Statue of Liberty, Notre Dame, Spiral Manor, Temple of Artemis, a lot of stuff you built in Academy. And all the way down to an Islamic monastery at the bottom there. Let's go top and let's see your current units. 32 infantries, 9 workers, 5 cannons, all the way down to a galleon, and you built 39 workboats, 37 infantry, 33 ironclads, and all the way down to 7 great generals you got there, page down. And you got 2 great spies, you built 2 privateers. Your kills, just to confirm, 56 Cossacks, 21 frigates, 13 riflemen and artillery, down to 1 pikeman, and a marine, and a destroyer, and your losses. 81 infantry, 33 ironclads, 23 frigates, all the way down to a Buddhist missionary, and page down, that was the last one. Okay, that was it. let's go and take a look at the cities. Here we are. Let's look at Peter's 38 cities. Let's sort them by population and let's go to the top. Ekaterinburg 18 pops, Novosibirsk and St. Petersburg with 16, the same Novgorod also 16. You see he's building a lot of units, building life support in Rostov, building United Nations in Murmansk, but a few nuclear plants here as well. But lots of units for the most part. Krasnoyarsk size 9, let's go to the bottom then. Let's see, where is Krasnoyarsk? There is Krasnoyarsk, and Tobolsk and the cities below are on page 2 then. A lot of units there as well. So, that was done. Peter's cities. Before we go on to Huayna Capac, let's take just a quick look at the victory conditions screen. Domination, 74% of land area, 76.66 he reached, 84% here. A lot of turns left for this one, nothing for the life support, for the space race, and not build the United Nations, and Peter built the Apostolic Palace, of course. Let's go exit, and let's take a look at Huayna Capac cities. Huayna Capac, okay. And let the game go to Huayna Capac. Come on, there we are. Let's go to the city list and sort by population. Huamanga, pop 12, Chiquiapo, pop 10, Vilcabamba and July 9. A Manhattan project is being built in Witkos, but 33 turns left, so that's not going to happen. And then a lot of caravels, galleon, workboat. Your units are not helping you in the war, my dearest Huayna Capac. Spoiler alert, results and updated league tables follows after this screen. Looking at the table, Peter is up to second with his 3 points and positive 8 score per turn difference. Huayna Capac is in the relegation 3 on 17th place with no points and a negative 16 score per turn difference. This was not the start Huayna Capac had pictured himself before the season started. Now, tomorrow we'll go back to the 3rd division with 2 games, Lincoln versus Elizabeth and the French derby of de Gaulle versus Napoleon. You really should not miss that one tomorrow. So I welcome you back tomorrow. This has been Kjotleik. This has been today's last game. I'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye for now.